know that people are going through different challenges even now. So I'm sharing this story to bring to a larger point if you're tracking with me. So I'm going somewhere with this story for the next couple of minutes. As it leads to a bigger point, a bigger argument, a bigger position. And so, however, I end up just believing that, despite this, I know the line's going to be shut. I don't know how the money's going to come. So in that moment, there was a lawsuit I had for a previous job I worked the year before, and for discrimination. So that's real talk, y'all, real talk. And I forgot all about it. I moved on. I'm thinking that nothing's gonna come from this. Nothing was happening. I'm, on assignment here in Indianapolis, Indiana, not even thinking about this. Well, later that month, I'm working, right? January 15th came. I'm working. I let the leasing office know they gave me favor, so they did not file eviction. If you don't pay your rent by a certain time, by law, they can file eviction. So they holding off as long as they can because they knew I worked it and I knew that job was gonna pay me more than enough money that I would be able to sustain a living there. It was not a question about can I afford it. It was the fact that do you have the money for the rent? Because I can afford to live there with no problem. But however, so they holding off as long as they can. Now I got a phone call early one morning, and it was from an attorney letting me know that there was a settlement on my case. Now mind y'all, I wasn't thinking about no case. I wasn't thinking about no lawsuit. I moved on from that lawsuit. And so they randomly called me up in the early morning hours and said they reached a settlement. Like, what? And so that money took a minute to come. They called me towards the end of January. It took almost 2 weeks or so for that money to come, that check to be released. It come in the mail. Now that check came in the mail. I ended up getting it on February the 8th. They gave me till February 9th. I was going to be evicted out the house, me and my 2 boys. Hey, sister. Hey, Kimmy. Mwah. Love you. And so, however, that money came right on time, is why my point is. It came right on time. But that required me making a definite decision on what I was going to do. And I had to overcome some challenge. I had to overcome mindset, overcome disbelief. I just had to overcome a lot of different challenges in that moment and to keep pressing forward. So in these days and times when we're seeing things